Hello, everybody, and welcome to my space. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being family. If you are a returning viewer who hasn't yet considered subscribing to this channel, please consider clicking the subscription bell. And if it is your first time here, thank you so much for visiting, and I just hope you will consider subscribing so as to stay. So in today's video, I'll be addressing a sensitive topic that we really need to talk about. Maybe you are silently suffering, you are silently going through something, and you do not know what the future holds. I'm just here to let you know that it won't be as sad as it is today. It won't hurt as much as it hurts today. Things will be fine. It shall be well. So maybe are you hurting from grief? Are you hurting from loss? The loss of a person who was so close to your heart. The loss of a person maybe who was like your best friend, who was your family, who was your friend, who you thought that maybe life would never be without them. But now life is here and they are not here anymore. Are you bitter because they couldn't stay any longer? That they failed you? That maybe you feel someone failed them? That you even feel that it is you that failed them? Are you overwhelmed with grief, but you do not want to cry? Are you so bitter about everything because you're trying to prove that you moved on? You are trying to prove a point to others. No one actually understands you better. No one actually understands how you feel. You know, we may come here and tell you it shall be well. You do not need to be overwhelmed by grief. You do not have to cry so much. But at the end of the day, it's only you who knows how you feel. It's only you who knows what you will do to feel better. If crying makes you feel better, if withdrawing makes you feel better, if, I don't know, whatever makes you feel better, it's you who is feeling the weight of this grief. It's you who is feeling the weight of this pain. There is no correct or wrong formula towards grief. Whatever, however you choose to do it, please allow yourself to go through the grieving process, because it is you who is feeling that pain. Everyone has their own way of grieving. So no one has a right to come and tell you when you lose so and so, or when such a person passes on, this is how you should grieve. This is what you should do. You have grieved for quite so long. Do not, no, nobody has that right. So you take your time, choose the way you want to grieve, choose how you want to go through the process, but always remember that it won't be as sad as it is today. The weight of this grief won't be as heavy as it is today. As everyone says, as we all know, time is a healer. When I lost my boyfriend back in 2018 to a fatal road accident, at that time I was thinking that that's the worst thing that could happen to anyone. And for a moment, my life stopped. I was shattered. I felt bitter. I knew that God had literally allowed this to happen, and at that time I was feeling like there was no other reason to live. I would pray to God, like every night I would go to bed. I would pray to God and just ask Him, please God, do not let me see the following day. Then what happens? Tomorrow I see the sunlight through my window, and I knew I had to face another day. So at a point, I was even disappointed with God. Like, so you refuse to keep people who are close to me. Then you're still allowing me to see another day, and I had prayed not to. But God had a different plan. Looking back, that is not the worst that can happen to someone. So I'm just trying to let you know, you may be going through the loss of a close person, and you're there thinking that maybe yani mi nimewezwa. Yani this is the worst thing that could happen to someone. And this is unbearable. It's true. For you, that is the worst thing and at that time. But listen to me. You are yet to lose more special people in your life. Get it from me. You are yet to go through a lot. You are yet to pick yourself up and keep moving. Because you know what? You still have you. You still have life. And maybe just to let you know, you can lose everything, but the last thing you will ever lose before you give up is yourself, is your life. The day you stop breathing is the only day that you are allowed to give up on yourself. So I was there crying and I lost weight. I lost focus. I lost self-confidence. I actually almost lost myself. At that time I was saying I have lost myself, but because I'm here, that means that I did not lose myself. Because I'm here, that means that I allowed myself to pick up the pieces and keep moving. So people who are close to me can relate that 2018 was today I won't say it was my worst year, because I've just lived on and hardly even 4 years have passed and I have witnessed the worst. That doesn't mean that nothing good has happened in my life. No. Never allow yourself, just never allow yourself to lose yourself. Like, let yourself be the last thing you are going to lose. You need yourself. You need your life to keep moving. Let the last thing you lose, like the day you stop breathing. So let that be the last thing you're losing. So it is yourself that you'll be losing at the end of it. You can lose material things, you can lose your job, you will lose your friends, you will lose everything, you will lose people who are close to you. But do not lose yourself.